Oh yeah, so Scott has requested today's analysis. He has sponsored today's video, so lots of love to you, Scott. Thank you so much for supporting the stuff that we do here. It is Kim Dracula with Make Me Famous. Luis has given me the lowdown on the piece, and it is apparently a bit controversial, but extremely interesting and lots to talk about. Bipolar Black Sheep says, Scott and everyone else, you have been waiting for this particular one since the beginning. Golly, it's just completely missed me then. It has zipped past my radar. Oh, where was I? Oh, God.
Just like that. And of course, we'll always give it to him. It's enough to make you. It's enough to make you. Listen closely to the words of this song. I'm betting a lot of people never had them.
It was a similar emotional, that sort of frozen response that I had when I listened to Zombie by the Cranberries. When you have all of this stimulus at once, it's overwhelming to the point where I just feel a bit, I feel quite frozen in a good way, in a constructive way. The first thing that struck me, as in what kind of realm that we're in, what kind of story that we're telling, is the combat between pure and evil, the child with the perfect silk white cushion with the gun on it, you know, that symbology of something so pure and innocent, naive, being taken advantage of by like a monster, effectively characterized by the extreme vocals. They are extremely monstrous indeed. And it's just utter chaos. There are so many different sections, it seems like, already. The lyrics are really unintelligible. I kind of bloody dread to think what they actually are. I kind of don't want to look them up at this point, because I feel like I don't need any more stimulus. Obviously the visuals, the effects are very fast, and then the constant musical slaps in the face, like the saxophone run. Yeah, it's all just slapping me in the face at once. It's kind of like if you get slapped in every single part of your face by like a million hands at once, you don't know which part slapped your nose. That's how I'm feeling right now. Someone doing something so evocative and bold and explicit as this has become quite rare. This is an artist that doesn't care, and that's how you bloody well do it, you know? There's no holding back, basically, and that's something that I have to always respect. Let's go back. Not too far back, though. I really don't want to see the little boy with a gun. That's too much. We had those screams in two different placements. So it was the same kind of technique, the false fold growl. It just moved from to which is, yeah, very chaotic.
Just like that. And of course, we'll always give it to him.
That's a really interesting choice, interjection there. It's like, well, that's just how it is. Taking away all of the intensity and weight of the situation. That's just how it is. At a very typically American location here, sort of an old-fashioned location.
It's enough to make a thing. It's enough to make you. It's enough to make you.
Oh my God. All those different high frequencies.
Listen closely to the words of this song. I'm betting a lot of people never had the place they belong. Give them a platform for doing something evil. Better not look at me wrong, cause I'ma mess you up alright. Celebrate silence just for murdering people.
Wow.
Evening, Dracula.
I can see you've been busy.
You wanted to make an entrance.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is just impossible to comment on without just going back and appreciating every like few seconds, because just there's a bombardment of imagery. Oh, clever person. The lead character is the monster. Is the problem. I think that's really interesting when the artist makes themselves the bad guy. So often music is about like, I'm the victim, everyone left me, you know, everyone sucks and I'm just trying to make my way in the world. When a visual paints itself as, you know, I'm the artist and I will take on the responsibility of playing this part to sort of make sure that it's demonstrated in the exact way that I want it to be demonstrated, regardless of what you might think of me. You know, you can see me as the monster, it's fine, because it's the art that matters. I respect that. What I think Kim is saying is the news is always reporting bad things. So if you're someone that's super evil, you will be spoken about. You will get attention. The music production is absolutely mind-blowingly complex. I can't imagine how long this must have taken the team to do, but it is the most diversely complex arrangement I think I've ever heard. It's a complete defiance of the rules. There's nothing to latch onto. It doesn't seem like anything comes back. As soon as you get used to one sound, it disappears forever and we get a new sound and it's completely random, like that sort of squeaky balloon sound that we had towards the beginning. It made it tenser and tenser and tenser and harsher, and then it left. And then we got the saxophone to replace those high frequencies, and then it left. And then the way that they just completely dimmed the song down and they pitch bended it, it cut out.
Enough to make you.
And then we got a new element of the story, which was the demonization of the police, insinuating that the police are on their side.
Evening, Dracula.
Whatever the reason for that may be. I think it would be inappropriate for me to have an opinion on it, because this is obviously something that is prevalent in a country that I do not live in. So in terms of, you know, all of these political issues, violence and abuse of power and guns and stuff, I just don't know the reality of the situation. But regardless, this person obviously feels like they do and is commenting on that boldly, which for someone that doesn't involve themselves in these kinds of scenes, I just, you know, I live in a world of rainbows over here by choice. It is, yeah, again, slaps after slap after slap, but in a good way, because I think this person has really good intentions. I don't think you would put this much effort into highlighting something if you didn't care. Kim Dracula is a person with a lot of love in their heart that is willing to go to extreme lengths to bring about change. Let's go back a bit. Oh yeah, that was this sort of soft rock. Ah yeah, and then the lift music. Oh, they're all wearing balaclavas. I just noticed that. So I suppose the lift music is kind of like what the character hears in their head. It's all good.
Dracula.
I can see you've been busy.
You wanted to make an entrance.
Yeah, police have been busy. Doing the crime. Oh! And so the monsters do more Oh no, we've had this. Okay, Sonic's come back. Let's do something. Okay. There's a chorus. Cool.
We could be famous, like famous for real. Baby, you and I are so similar. I love to play, I love to cause damage. It's what these useless idiots deserve. Soon I'll be praised for causing havoc. That's why I signed up to protect and deserve.
Wait, what? No way.
You to give them all a nice bullet to the head. Yes, sir, whatever you say, I'll make the walls of
Yeah, that is just like nothing else I've ever seen before. I am just like exploding with respect. When you combine super explicit imagery with super explicit lyrics and music all together, it's like just my brain is so full of imagery that it's sort of, they're having imagery babies, and I'm just thinking of more and more things and ideas and seeing more disturbing things in my head. Thought-provoking would be an understatement. The audience is really upset about this particular assassination. They weren't so much when the boy was assassinated, but maybe they feel threatened. The audience feels threatened towards the end because they realize that it can happen to someone like them. And that's when it gets real. That's when you can no longer live out these fantasies vicariously through someone else, and you're confronted with the prospect of it being you. This really brings it up into more of the issues that we face today, isn't it? It's this little blighter. We think, okay, well, I just want people to notice me, and perhaps the more shocking I am, the higher chance I'll have of being noticed. And that is worth your life. Because before you could film it, there would have been no point, because no one would have even known. So yeah, make me famous at all costs, at the cost of others' literal lives, and at the cost of one's own. Absolutely remarkable.